So, recently there has been many reports that one of our favourite villains, possibly even many people's favourite villain, that will be making his MCU debut very soon, and it is Doctor Doom. Now, we have made a video on the past about Doctor Doom, so if you want to go check that out, it's about how he could be the next big villain in the MCU after Thanos, as we know Kang, and obviously just if you want to go know about that video, go check it out. I'll put it in the link in the description or at the end of the video. But yeah, this report of Doctor Doom being in Wakanda Forever has been uh, a, a report that's been going around for around over a year now. But it's been sparked back to life recently with obviously Wakanda Forever supposed to be releasing this year. And yeah, it's looking with all the other reports that we're getting from the film about Letitia Wright coming back to and coming back and other big reports about the film, about obviously some people wanting a recast for T'Challa, and some people don't want it. It's just, yeah, there's lots of reports, but I think the big one that everyone has seen, and I think it will happen, is Doctor Doom. Now, they could do a lot with Doctor Doom in this film. Maybe it's just a short scene that we see him in. But apparently the report says that we could see him in his costume, his outfit that we all know from the comics, the iconic outfit that we know. And yeah, that would be very cool to see Doctor Doom in his normal outfit as well as the villain, and then Dr. Von Doom, as we know, as his normal self, not his alter ego, Doctor Doom. So yeah, I think it would be very cool to see Doctor Doom in this film. I don't think he's not going to be the main villain, but I think he'll appear sort of at the end of the film, maybe halfway through as like a short cameo, obviously to indicate his presence in the MCU and how he will have a big effect on the future of the MCU. Obviously, a big player in time as well in the comics, as we know, and Kang is here as well now. But yeah, I do think that he will appear, and obviously with the Fantastic Four film coming out soon, the MCU film coming out soon, he is most likely going to be the villain of that film. So it's probably a high chance that we're gonna get Doctor Doom appear in something, make his MCU debut in something like Wakanda Forever soon. Maybe it kind of makes sense as a post-credit scene. Maybe obviously there has been many post-credit scenes that are linked to future movies, obviously with Eternals, and obviously like recent movies. I mean, like Black Widow, post-credit scene to Hawkeye. So I do think it'll be very cool to see Doctor Doom in this film. Obviously, I'm sure everyone wants to see Doctor Doom in the MCU, and now it's just a matter of time when we're actually going to see him. And I do think it's going to be very soon in Wakanda Forever, which is I think this year, somewhere this year, 2022, that it does release. So I can't wait for Wakanda Forever. It's going to be a very crazy film, obviously, as we know, sadly, the passing of Chadwick Boseman. So it's going to be very to see what they do with Black Panther now that he's dead. Maybe they make Bakambu become the Black Panther now, or because apparently there was reports going around that he is supposed to have a big role in this film, or recently he got a bigger his role got a bigger, basically a bigger role to play in the film, and a bigger part to play. So maybe that indicates that he will become the next Black Panther. But who knows? Anything could happen in this film, especially as we heard with Letitia Wright about her about the vaccine and stuff like that, and her views of it, and then apparently she was out with an injury and she couldn't film. So yeah, this film's going to be absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to see it, especially with Doctor Doom making an appearance in it, and hopefully leading us on to the Fantastic Four, and obviously then to Secret Wars, because obviously, as we know, Secret Wars in the comics is mainly caused by Doctor Doom. He is the main puppet. He is the one controlling them, basically, or that basically starts the Secret Wars. So I don't think, as we know, MCU have changed the MCU from the comics a lot over the years, but hopefully they do make Doctor Doom start the Secret Wars, because that would be very cool to see, and it'll indicate that not only do we have one big villain in the MCU with Kang in the multiverse, but we also have Doctor Doom, who is a big presence and is going to be very hard to stop for the heroes. Obviously, as we know, he is probably arguably the top 5 strongest villains in Marvel, and if he joins the MCU, he'll be right up there with the strongest villains in the MCU. So yeah, tell us what you think about Doctor Doom joining the MCU in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I do think it's very likely with the reports going around that he will. And yeah, so I hope you had a good day today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And goodbye.